Alright, here we go with our little town. Take a pause. Look around, do our classic zoom out, line it up, zoom back in. Look at that. Shows up on the town. Isn't that neat? Alright, if y'all remember, last episode, we're running out of fuel. Don't mind us. We were going and determining whether we wanted to join the Woodwright Journeyman or the Regensburg Guildsman. Regensburg Guildsman, it looks like, increases regional wealth from burgage plots, which seems pretty good, especially since we don't have to level them up. Reduced burgage plot upgrade cost. Half the construction materials and regional wealth cost is removed. That's nice. Salt and iron ore import value reduction, which will help us a ton with importing iron ore. But then it gives us a malus. Basically, it kills our approval by 20%. That's relatively small to deal with compared to how much you're getting. Or a little more combat focused, Woodwright Journeyman. We have tons of wood. We can now turn wood, sheet into warbows, crossbows, shields, and large shields into more valuable, which might make up for the fact that it costs us a lot to get iron in here for enough, crossbows or shields or whatever we need it for. Reduce fuel consumption, which would be huge right now since we only have 1 month of fuel. Militia combat effectiveness, that's essentially the only way I think you can get a militia boost. But it decreases mining gathering speed, which we care very little about, because if you look around, we're not really dealing with too much mining, right? We have stone 116, we have iron 117, we have clay 115. None of them are rich resources, so it's not going to affect us for that much longer. And a lot of times, at least in the past, when I was dealing with this stuff, you would run out. Remember, our primary thing here is farming. Our primary advantages here is farming and mushrooms. Just food. This is a big food production site. So the mining malus wouldn't really affect us nearly as much. It's almost like... Where'd they go? There it is. This one, the land tax wouldn't really bother us much, but it would add up over time. But this one, the decreased mining gathering speed wouldn't affect us at all. Really, 10% labor speed? Whoop-de-doo. We're going to eventually not be laboring at all in this town. So this might be the one that I lean into and just emphasize bowers and archers and try and get a whole boatload of those. But this money, man, with money you can build a heck of a lot of things. If all of our burgage plots just start pumping out regional wealth, this makes a lot of things a little smoother. So let's take a look and strategize a little more. We have a forager hut with nobody in it. We have a hunting camp because we have 3 months of food. Yeah, 3 months of food. It's the middle of June. We have a woodcutter's lodge. They're cranking us out some of that firewood. We need the woodcutter to be working maybe a little faster. Our burgage plots, we don't have any excess right now, so we need to build some more burgage plots. We have a logging camp. Trading post is still under construction. Once that finishes, we'll be able to get some regional wealth in. The way we can get it is selling off animal hides, basically. Granary. Well, another burgage plot here. We can add. I think we should do that now, because then we'll get somewhere we can put somebody else, so we can get a little more growth going on, which we definitely want. Storehouse, the classics. Saw pit. Timbers into planks. That's good for our next set of buildings. Logging camp. Obviously, everybody needs this from the get-go, from the jump. We got one person farming over here, attempting to get things rolling. I think he's on a limited area, right? Nope, unlimited. We're letting him work everywhere. We're letting him work everywhere. And he's getting started over here. You can see the darkness getting started in the barley fields. I wish I could tell him kind of split his work between barley, wheat, and, say, flax, just to make sure we get a little of each. But actually what I'm going to do is put another farmhouse over here somewhere, I think. Oh, hitching post way up here. Nice. Or not. We might actually want to move that more central. I don't know why I haven't done this before. And then we can delete this road, right? It's Alt to delete? Yeah, I think we're... Oh, lordy! Maybe not. You stay there. Don't be getting crazy. Come on now. Wait, what is this? Is this a well? We don't need to worry about that one. It's already attached. All right, that was close. Good thing I learned how that worked ahead of time. All right, so let's go back in here. Let's decide. We have no iron coming in, so do we want import value reduction? That will pay off a lot. This is just a pure money play, but this is a violence play. I mean, we are Reaper, right? We like violence, but money's important too. I think this will simplify a lot of money problems. But it kind of counteracts itself with this, because later on, land tax approval malice might limit us to how much we can tax land. And so land tax doesn't give us regional wealth, it gives us treasury wealth, which, you know, is good for mercenaries, settling new regions, diplomacy, that kind of thing, hiring retinue. I think we might want to go for the money. Might be a little easier since it's going to be non-violent for a while. But man, this is really nice. We could be pumping out. I think we're going to go with this. Just because it's guaranteed resources, wood, reduced fuel consumption, which makes it so we can use more wood for more production, increase our militia combat effectiveness so they're just better, which I feel like that's infinite value, and decrease mining gathering speed. Nobody cares about that. I think we're going to go with Woodwright Journeyman. Let's do it. Yep. Woo! We are the woodworkers. Woodwright Journeyman. So now we're going to struggle early a little bit with money. We definitely need more food or fuel. They're working on it. Where are you at? Why are you over here? See, this is why you use limited work area. Right here. I think we did that right before the end of the last episode. Alright, we're going to get us going. Set this to ×4 so we're not sleeping. Construction finished. Trading post. Let's pause it. Trade rule. Drop down menu to set a good to export or import. Okay. Let's go to the one we know we already have, which is it crafting material? Yeah, pelts. Export. We'll get $2 a pelt. Okay. Hides, I think. We'll export too. I don't even know if we're getting hides. I think we get pelts from the hunting lodge. Okay. We're exporting pelts now, which we have 15 of. Yeah, so it's not the hides, but whatever. I don't want hides either, so we'll get rid of them. See if we have an excess of anything else. Excess of anything else. See, these top minor trades are the ones I think you can do without establishing a trade route first. Down here, the majors, yeah, you have to establish a trade route for cost before you can even start selling it. We could get rid of tools, but that would be foolish. Rubble stone we could get rid of, but that would also be foolish. Not worth it. Barley, we could sell that later. Because we're going to be a farming set of kingpins here. This, I think all military is major trades, yeah. Firewood. Might import that. I wonder if you could make an entire trade setup, like import firewood, import, you know, food, import all this stuff, and then just make a boatload of money by having your people focus on some other ridiculous trade. No idea. Assign family stock to trading post. Walk to the nearest trade point. Okay, so we need a family there. Crap, so it's not going to do anything yet. Traveling merchants arrive. Well, you know what? We have an available living space. As soon as that fills in with a person, we're going to pop them in the trading post to see if we can get some money. Allow foreign trade to off. Instead, exchange goods between your occupied regions. I'm not sure if you can generate money that way. That'd be weird. But we'll try it out. Let's see how our people do without fuel. Oh, there we go. 2 months of fuel. We're covered. We're good, ladies and gentlemen. We are good. Where are our people? Where are y'all at? I swear you better be working up here somewhere. Yeah, oh, you're just helping with construction. Okay. I was about to say, you're about to get on my bad side, and you do not want to get on my bad side. Going home. Okay, that's fair. You can go home once in a while. Alright. 3 months of fuel and food. We don't have another worker yet. As soon as we... Can we... Nope, we didn't build these as double houses, did we? No. Burgage plot. One thing we want to do, don't ever forget that as soon as this fills in, we're not going to have the availability of somebody else moving in. You need to plan out burgage plots ahead of time. I'm going to plan a couple here. Do this, and we'll see what happens if we cut it down to where we can get double houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, that's not worth it. I would do that if I wanted a bunch of vegetables or something, but 6 for these. Now, that limits us in terms of artisans, but we have good artisan homes here. So we're going to get kind of a downtown. We'll turn on so we get some more timber, but we'll try to set us up like a little downtown right here. Because we can squeeze a stone mine in here, and then we will worry about that later. No big deal. Come on, timber farmer. What did you just finish? Making me nervous now with... What on earth? Gain greater control over production, selecting, or artisan's workshop. Did I build an artisan's workshop? What is this advanced production they're yelling at me about now? Is something extra over here that I finished? Livestock trading post, advanced production? No. Where on earth did we just have that pop up? What just finished? Where's your little sign? Saw pit. Where? Okay, this is for planks. Got it. We're going to need somebody on planks as well. We just need more people. So let's keep going. Let's plan out a new burgage plot. Plan it out right here. Right here. Go right here. We got 4, 4, 4, 4. We messed up the sizes. There we go. Go a little higher. Let's go a little shorter.
Don't be shy, good sirs and
6.
ladies.
See if we can get 8. There we go.
Perhaps it was simply a bad bet.
Who on earth was talking? You don't talk about bets around here, boy. Alright. What are we finishing up here? Nothing until I finish building. That's okay. This is excellent. We have a farmer still. He is hustling. My goodness. We still have 30 regional wealth. We might want to consider pumping out some food. Since fuel's catching up now. Well, I want to do, theoretically, is get up to 6 to 7 months of fuel. And then take this person off and put him on a different job. You know what I mean? So, actually, let's do that. Let's do exactly that. Woodcutter, good job, guys. Don't need you to do that anymore. Maybe we need the trade post to crank out. We might need some planks, but let's get the trade post going so we can make some wealth. Because if we don't start generating wealth, we're going to run into some trouble here. Can we generate any of this? No, we need planks. More important for planks. You know what? Let's get on some planks. Actually, let's think. Okay, if we prioritize planks, we're going to lose timber. We're already struggling with timber, right? Let's put them on the trade post, make a little wealth, while we build up a little stockpile of timber. While we're building up that stockpile of timber, we build up some burgage plots. Make sure we got some room for people to move. Let's even put them in this weird spot here. That'll be fun. Let's see if we can't get something here. Turn it down a little. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe not. Maybe it's too weird. Let's see if it's even possible to get... Nope. Can't get it there. Okay, we're going to have to do something wild here. We're going to have to go this way. Oh, maybe not. Wait, what's here? What is this? Nothing? Weird. Alright, burgage plots. Let's go back to where we were going. Let's get the... thing stretched. Get it to... Nope. Had to go 1 wider. And instead of 5, we can get 6. Yep, just like that. Now we wait for 6, and then we'll have the ability to have more workers. I almost guarantee you what's going to happen is we're going to get more workers faster than we get more wood. But what we'll do is we'll allow it to be 2 construction families for a moment, just to finish running around and cranking out like the livestock trading post and everything else we're building. Try to catch ourselves up a little. And that's the key. How are we all working here? I like it. Keep hunting. Get us more pelts. Let's go. Wonder if I built a road from here out to the... It feels kind of counterproductive to build a road towards the hunting area. In real life, that wouldn't really help at all. But in this game, it might speed... What?
He simply does not know how to cook properly.
Hey! I know how to cook. Quit being rude. Alright, there we go. We got a second construction family. So construction will start to crank out a little faster. You know what we might be able to do? Where's our timber? This is our logging camp, correct? Let's get some more timber going on. Did I limit your work area? Yes, good. Keep working over here. Now, let's go back and build our burgage plots again. Actually, let's build our burgage plots a little closer to our logs so they can be built more easily. Maybe that helps out a little bit. Yeah. You know what? Let's build some houses here. Just like that. Can I get that to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Perfect. This is where we're going to do it. As soon as our extra family cranks us out that lumber. In fact, let's speed it up a little. I always think it's dangerous to go to times 12. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta. Get us some speed. I always wonder what takes so long to get timber in some villages. Because sometimes, like, it just took me a month and a half to get one timber. Like, what? Like, what are my guys doing? Hey, there we go. We made some regional wealth, though. There we go. Oh. Turn it into 6. That's what we're getting. Build. Let's go. Now we're going to get some actual growth here. Once we get 6 more families, we'll be rocking and rolling. So I wonder what's taking these guys so long to get... What is that? What are you doing way over there? Why on earth are you... Man, you guys better be going faster. Just like that. That's where I want you. Quit tricking me with this 19 number. Alright, next worker we get, we put in a saw pit. Or, no, we need planks for this stuff. Church access, okay. Let's see if we can't build a church. Should be under residential. Church, do we have? We don't have enough planks. We need more planks. Let's focus on the planks. What's our construction doing right now? Are they building anything? This is how you find out real quick if you're building anything. Nope, not building anything. We don't need any construction. Oh, burgage plot. Yep, we're building burgage plots. That's how you find out real quick. I think we might have screwed ourselves because we didn't have houses for extra families through June and July. For some reason, our timber was limiting our production badly. Not sure. It might have been the oxen. We might not have enough oxen to manage the workload that we put them under. I thought we had a second hitching post. Yeah, we did. This one too. And we have a second oxen, so maybe it's just the best we can get. A lot of this game's been modified since the last time we went through and played this, so we'll see what we crank out. Now we're down to 2 months of fuel, so we're going to have to switch back over to that. That was quick. I feel like we used that faster than before, but that's okay. Next time we get a tick for money, we'll switch him back over to fire pit work. Or firewood work. Got to keep an eye on that. These changing requirements. You know what might actually help? Is this right here. Sure, that little loop-de-loop, that was on purpose. That's artistic. Pure art. Look at this. Look at this. Pure art. Alright, we have another burgage plot, so we got room for growth. Let's tell them to crank that up. Yep, we got enough timber now. Yeah, now we got 7 timber. There we go. Turn that down, get a little more construction, and then we can turn that construction into firewood here in a second. Get a little more construction cranked out, a little faster. Come on, families. Let's go. Now we can leave somebody on the trading post, which is nice. Purchase animal. Nah, that's not what we're wasting our 60 on. Heck no. As soon as we hit 1 month on that, I think we need more firewood. Look at that, doubling the construction, speeding up our housing. Okay, they decided to add it to the first house rather than finish the second house. That's just rude. You want roommates more than you want new neighbors? Come on now. Alright, we've got the ability to pop someone on firewood now. We need at least 4 months, 5 months, maybe even 6 months of food over the winter. But once we have more flexible people, we'll be able to add to that. Ooh, our farm is coming along nicely. Or at least for just barley. But this is, again, the first year. So sowing, we're going to be able to sow all through autumn, all the way till November. So we've got 3 more months. And then we'll be able to sow, I hope, in the spring as well. It doesn't say anything about sowing, but hopefully we can sow in the spring. And we can take our worker off the farm in winter. Ooh, we should allow him to use cows. There we go. We'll upgrade that. Since we're going to be such a farm-heavy nation, we definitely want the ability to do that. I wish I would have put a road through here to lead back here, but you know what? You can add to our road down here. There we go. Give ourselves a little speed. 2 months of fuel. We're getting there. Still limited work area. I was wondering if I pull somebody off and then put them back on if they reset. No. Where? Oh, that's... We do not care. Wait, do we not have enemies? Oh, we do. There we go. Okay. We care not for your bandits. I don't think mushrooms turn off. I think it's just wild berry bushes. Yeah, so we should be able to harvest these throughout winter. I'm hoping, at least. We're about to find out together. Harvest season started. Nope. Do not harvest yet. It hasn't even grown. Don't even try. Let's see what you're doing, General. Where are you? Where are you, buddy? New family moved in. Excellent. We already have someone on the fire pit. We need somebody on the plankage. Let's go. Get me some of those planks. Okay. Another family. Oh no, just more people moving in. Who cares? Let's build it for more families. We got room for 3. We want room for 5. It's exciting. We're starting to get enough people to do some fun stuff. And now, we can put somebody in here to order goats and such. So once we get some planks going, we'll be able to crank out some animal pens, some chicken coops, and see how much food that generates. Because I really want some of that before winter. I really do. I really want to see how much these little artisans can crank out, like chicken coops and animal pens and pigs, goats. See, the goats, I figure, they provide food and hides. I don't know if people can just eat Chevon or Chevon or however they say that. But if they can, that's a beautiful source of food and an export good. So we'll be able to make some more money. We now have 7 months of fuel, but we know how that goes over the winter. That's not going to last long. Alright, I don't think we need more than 1. We could use another logging family just to get more timber. Planks, we cranked out 10. That was fast as all heck. Let's make a chicken coop. That cost us 20 bucks. Let's make another chicken coop. Let's see what happens with the chickens up front. And what does this do? Wilding and apiation. Didn't I see... Isn't wilding... Pollination? Wilding. Chance of extra apiary yield proportional to the meadow environment. That's really big for us. Is this the one with... No. Woodland. Panage. Teaming. Bark gathering. Where's the apiation? Connected affinities. What is that? Local handyman. Pollination. What does apiation do again? Anybody remember? Can be increased by apiation. Pollination. Extra crop yields. Yeah. So we want apiation. We want lots of bees. Because we want We want bees helping on farming. We want to be lean in on farming. Construction finished. Farmhouse. Where? Where are you? Oh, oh, that was just the plowing. Okay, gotcha. Let's keep going. We're starting to farm. 3%. We're almost done with a burgage plot. Look at us coming along. This is going very well. I like it. The burgage plot's finished. That's, I'm assuming, this one? No. Oh, we can make more chickens. Nope. We're not going to make more chickens here. Because I feel like that's dumb. Since we're building chickens here. Or we were. Let's do 3 chickens. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Right? We'll see how much food that gets us. This, I want to turn into goats. Yeah. Maybe. Can I afford more goats? Apparently not. Not without more planks. Which I'm going to need for other buildings. Like the church, which gets us money. We did not go the money route for our upgrade, so we definitely need the ability... Oh, 11 months of fuel. Good lord. You know what we can do? We don't have enough food. Get off the wood cutting and getting us firewood and stuff. Get over here to the forager hut and help it out. And herb garden. That'll keep people from getting sick. We like that since we have a rich herb garden. It was a bit of change we just wasted, so to speak, but I think it'll help. Trading post, good. Logging camp, good, because we want 2 construction families right now. I might make another construction family here. You know what? Let's do it. Another family. Where are you? Where are you? What are you guys doing? Plowing by hand. Guiding an ox. Transporting, plowing by hand. Let's go. Burgage plot's finished. 2 families. I need to know. Let me know in the comments. And subscribe while you're down there. But let me know in the comments what... I have 2 families with a small artisan plot. What is the best style of artisan building to build there for that? This one's a goat one. Not enough regional wealth, that's fine. We're just going to keep building up the planks so we can get some more goats. Building up the planks for the goats. We're going to have 3 chickens, 3 goats, and maybe down here, whatever you guys say in the comments is the best for a double family small plot. I feel like it's not any artisan stuff that takes them all away from working, because then I lose 2 families of work for only 1 production. Maybe they're good at apiaries and passive stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure. Passive seems good for 2 families, but also vegetable gardening and stuff seems really good for 2 families, because then you have more of the women folk and the kids to go run the garden. You know what I'm saying? So, next, we have 4 family spots, living space. Over the winter, we're going to have 2 extra families to work elsewhere. Oh, now we got 3 living space. I don't understand how that happened, but okay. We're going to have extra families that we're going to be getting over winter. We're going to turn them into crops rotated in the field. Storehouse. We might want to upgrade that, but not right now. Let's build ourselves a church. Wooden church. We just need 5 timber. Build it close to the houses, maybe? Nah, let's build it here. Ain't no room in here for anything but a church. Let's go. We need 5 more timber, and we're losing timber to the planks. Holy goodness, we have so many planks. Wait a second. Would it be faster to build our mercenary, or I mean, the manor? We just need 5 timber and a little stone. Alright, that's our next goal. Stone gatherer camp. I need 1 timber. That's it. We're going right there. As soon as that gets built, we're putting a worker in there. What's this? Work area is empty? Who? Who? Who's empty? What? Mushrooms? Maybe I'll clear the work focus. How do I... What? Hold on. Maybe you're talking about wild animals? No. Forager hut? Modest yield. Hunting camp? Excellent. Where... Wait, what? Was I just tricked? Workers can't find anything to gather within their work area. At least for now. Who? people. Going home. People. Hunting. That tells me something's wrong with this forager hut. Maybe that'll fix. Nope. It is the forager hut. Yup. Can they not? Oh, it's 0. Oh, wow. That was quick. What? How many mushrooms did I get? Did they grab them all? No. What? How did this go from 133 to 0? Maybe I missed it. I thought it was at 133 like a month or two ago. Good lord, I must have missed something. Wow. Maybe I'll crank out the hunting camp. What's their advanced? Wild animals per herd, leave 10. I don't care about that. Leave 8. I guess 10's probably safer. Out of how many? 15, that's 2/3 left. Maybe we don't want that. You know what? Maybe we want before the end of the sowing season. Little extra farming. Get us some more crops for next year. Let's go. Soon as it hits December, we can't do any more planting, I don't think. So we'll get all those workers back. Speed up a little bit here. Until we see some major numbers change. Let's slow it back down. Check out what we got. 58 planks. Yep, I think we're gonna slow him down. Good lord, fella. Relax. Let's check our marketplace. This is important. We see... Yep, it's handling plenty. Storehouse is starting to struggle. Little food variety problems. That's okay. But now we've got 2 construction families. Because admittedly, our town's a little stretched out, right? So it gets a little difficult. And is this where we have to build a bridge? Do we not know how to build a bridge yet? Construction cost, 15 planks. Now we're talking. Okay. I think we have to be smart here. Yes. Yes. Yes, correct. Exactly. Exactly. We're going to build that like that. Okay. We have a bridge. This is a good jump to our economy. How much more do we need for another bridge? 25. Are you... Man, you just used all of our planks. Just as I pulled the guy off planks. Because we need timber. We need to chill out on the planks. Advanced. Production limit. We only need 30 planks at a time. How about that? How about that? 30 planks at a time. That's it. Quit robbing my timber. Another guy in the logging camp. Get some more trees up in here. And we'll see how that does us. Let's hit build so we can always see the timber and planks up there. We'll see how we go until November. See if we can build up some timber with our double workers. Yep, building up the timber. Stone gatherers camp. Maybe I'll slow it down a little. See how much timber and rocks, or rubble stone, I guess it's called, we can get. That sounded like money. Yup, money went up. Oh, we can order goats like this. Oh, neat. Okay, let's order us a goat. Go! That's what we need money for. Now, what does that mean? Do we already have a goat? Did it just, like, teleport? Oh. Not enough regional wealth. Yeah, we know. I want to see if this goat shows up. Where's the goat? There it is! Okay, we didn't need the livestock trading post for that. Might just be an advantage for later. I guess. Oh, stable space 2. So I could order 2 more cows. That's kind of nice. Alright, but as you can see, we're already being limited. Oh, winter's approaching. Disease. Yep, that's why we wanted herbs. Do we have more mushrooms? No. We want to be able to... Does it not show the herbs here? That's okay. Wow, we are ripping through... How much Stone do we already have? Wow, 36. Okay, our stone gatherer is insanely productive. How about the woodcutter? Are we running out again? Nope, we're still out of food. Alright, we gotta see what's going on with food. We have a lot of small game, which apparently doesn't last very long. We have 1 egg. More small game, another family moved in. Oh, it's now November. This is the last chance we get to set up, and it's all going to be barley. Are you serious? That's not smart on my part. We must go faster. Sorry. We must. I'm really insistent to see if farming is something that can carry you through your second year if you manage to put enough people on it. Because we're still going to be able to sow during spring, and then it grows during summer, I believe. So as long as we can build up timber and planks, then we could throw somebody back on the fire pit. Let's get ourselves a nice little setup of timber. Because we're going to need more families soon. And we're going to need a church, which we now, I believe, have the ability to build a church and a manor. Nope, need more planks. Son of a biscuit. Alright, let's do the church first then. Son of a biscuit. Alright. Maybe that guy being hyper-productive at planks was a good thing. Logging camp. Leave him. He seems important. Stone gatherer. No longer need you, pal. We need you building. Yep. We're going to need you building. Planks. Oh, yeah. What did we set it to? 30? Yeah, 30's fine. Let's put it to 40. That way we can build 2 large structures at once if we want to. November 17th. We're going to hit the end of the episode. Let's hit it now. Actually, this is a pretty good point. So, recap. We ran out of mushrooms immediately. Wild animals are kicking butt over here for us. Our stone gatherer was on cocaine and ripped 90% of this thing out in, what, 3 months? Iron's probably going to be the same way. Clay's going to be the same way. We're going to have to be careful not to burn through our iron with unnecessary things. Get too excited about having iron. Our farmers are kicking butt here. They even got a little wheat. Okay. A little flax. They're doing a good job splitting out and getting a couple things. Now that we built this bridge here, it's a little easier to reach. We wanted to build another bridge over here, but we didn't have enough planks, thank goodness, too, now, because we're being limited by planks. Let's instead cheat the system by building a little road right over here. Boom. And now our road connects. Yep, and now this road continues here. When we get back, actually, we'll build it right now. From our road there, build it this way. Is that a bridge? I think we just built a little bridge there, but that's okay. We'll build another bridge across here so it's a better connection point. Then we'll build a second farmhouse here, and we'll just have a boatload of farmers running around. Looking forward to it, guys. Come in and check me out on the next episode. Peace.